Alright, today we're going to look at my homemade brake adjustment tool. Seen here. A friend of mine made this for me. He's cut this piece out, a piece of plate, and shaped it, drilled it. He threaded this rod. Now my Windsor Deluxe here has 12-inch diameter drums, but my 38 Plymouth has 10-inch drums, so if you thread this down deep enough, you can adjust for both 10 and 12-inch drums. It works for me. I can't remember what the thread pitch is of that nut, but it threads on the axle there. I'll maybe show you how I use it. Today I rechecked my clearance on my axle shaft here. I put in new bearings last year, and it was my first time doing it. And I set up my axle clearance here with shims behind the backing plate, and I checked it today, and it's not, because I like to inspect my brakes. Look, it's springtime here today in Canada, or not today, but right now it's early March, and brakes look good, but I thought I'd check my axle end play here, and it was tight. I had no clearance. So I was able to successfully remove these 5 nuts here, and I had enough room in my brake line here. I didn't have to undo my brake cylinder. I was able to slide my backing plate off and up over the end of the axle shaft and add another shim. I had to try 2 different shims, and I got it right now, I think. So I'll just show you what I get here. I'm on 0 on the gauge here now. That's 8 thou. Sitting there, 8 thou. So I'm going to put that back together. Maybe what I'll do is I'll show you my brake tool here. This video isn't too weird to look at on an angle, but I thread that on. And get it somewhere where I'm comfortable with the angle here. I've already set the shoe tight against the drum and then backed it off slightly. And then the manual calls for 6 thou clearance between the tool, or the drum, I guess would be, the drum and the shoe. So then I turn these and adjust it so that I'm centering it all the way around. And I've done that. So I'm just showing you how it works here. You can just check your brake clearance here as you go around. Works well. Helps me get my drums concentric to the axle. Sorry, my brake shoe is concentric to the axle, and works well. Recommend it. It's not perfect, I guess. The original tool was better, I'm sure, but it helps me get things feeling pretty good on the brakes, much better. Anyways, there you go. It's a little tip for the adjustment tool on the Mopars here. Have a good one.